I am Venom Walker. In today's episode, we are talking about this. Enjoy. Hello, this is Season 1, Episode 8, The Ring of Power. The final one of Season 1. So many questions. See how many answers we get. So we are now in Greenwood 4, where Gennadiel could remain. I think Greenwood is quite powerful within magic. I don't know if we ever know why, but it's got something to do with the ring Grenadier wears. But also, I don't know if it's had magic before she puts on the ring. Ooh! So we've got one of the, let's call them witches, one of the witches from Minori into whoever's it. And that's a very good talk because, as far as I've said it beforehand, I thought Sauron was the only one who transform his form at will. This it kind of points at that, but this could be another angel, because I don't know if you could have a power like that. So I don't know if these people were sent from Valinor to defeat Sauron, or are they part of Sauron's inner circle to find him, whatever form he takes, find him, and then be on his side. I'm not sure either way because if they are with Sauron, they seem like how would they identify? Would they come up and try to face him in battle, therefore knowing he was or not? Or would they go up to everyone, be friendly? I'm not sure. And also, if these are fallen angels, is this what happens to people when they turn into a Balrog? Or is a Balrog able to transform back in? I presume once a Balrog is a Balrog, that's what they identify. We've never seen anyone try. We know Sauron can, but that's it. Ooh. So, okay, now on the side of Sauron, and they presume he's Sauron because he's shown power. Couple of things now to unpack. So they presume he's Sauron because he's a powerful. Okay, so they seem to be unaware. Let's presume he's not Sauron. Let's say he's a Gandalf. If he's a Gandalf, help to defeat Sauron. Therefore, they don't know about the plans from the high gods to defeat Sauron. Therefore, that must mean they are older, not by much, but older than he is. As in, the time he came in the comet. That points at the fact that they either are trained by Sauron in one of his previous lives to the two bits of magic, or they're trained by someone else to then go and serve Sauron. So I don't know what that means. Like, are they other Balrogs, which I say Balrog, but other fallen angels, but haven't quite turned yet? Or are these Balrogs who are able to transform into human women, but they do seem evil. So, another interesting one. I didn't catch the first time. We did sort of see where Halbrand looked quite hurt again. So he went from being quite hurt, being laid down, to being able to ride and walk, to now he's like sick again. So I presume they kind of healed him a bit. Maybe gonna use some of the magic to heal him, which turned off the screen. But now he's gone back downhill again. And now they are back in. That was a good bit of so Carabimbor, who hi, I'm back in. He he's he's a funny character. He doesn't fit how I had Carabimbor. He's a bit his way of thinking is like off. also gets to the right points. It's I don't quite know the words. Anyway, he's on about doing more power with less. And then they talk about the sun in this universe. The sun was once a hand. It grew. I don't know how they know this, but yeah, apparently that's how the sun was. So that's kind of an inspiration for this part. I forgot to be honest, I also forgot he thought he went to Valinor. Like, and they haven't seen each other episode 2. So it's been a fair few months, and he thought, once again, a great bit of its storytelling going on, because Halbrand, with its power, has a master, or a Celebrimbor, does as he skip over that and go, oh, who was that? Which is also quite nice to know who that was. Celebrimbor is in awe of the person for that to reciprocate Halbrand and the Halbrand regions, because Celebrimbor would bring Eleanor to Worth using the gems. Now Halbrand is talking about how we could add to the refill. He doesn't know add to in order to make the property stronger. Which Celebrimbor. This is what I mean about Celebrimbor. They're very smart, but doesn't always connect things quite how other people. So yeah, that was a great bit of story. But I get to that point towards Halbrand being someone else. I wonder. So they seem to have a parody on Numenor. I wonder if, because this parody seems to show people culture and the present kind of all at once. I wonder if volunteers were meant by being angels like Sarah and I wonder if only they are meant to. Therefore, because the only reason why I say this is Sauron, wherever he seems to know what's kind of going to happen. So I wonder if he's got hold of one at some point, or if he will know who. Therefore, he knows how to react in certain cases. And also, I don't actually know who made them. I don't know if Morgoth made, or if it was some other race of the elves. I know Galadriel in the Fellowship of the Rings, when Frodo looks into the water, they figure of what it could be. So I wonder if that's somehow a frontier, but Galadriel like maybe took part and added like to it, or put it in half to get water. Yeah. But yeah, who made them? So not off first, but over. That sounds like something Sauron said. I think we've heard that before. I can't quite think who it was from. Maybe Ada said. He's the only one we've met so far who said it. So this is where I'm a bit weird about Celebrimbor. So I'm not sure if Celebrimbor's one evil or two like being somewhat influenced at some point before, or is he older, therefore being corrupted like as we speak? How we haven't quite met yet. And also, what happened to that whole power story? He was talking to, like, why he was sent there to begin with was to build a tower before spring faded away. I don't really know what's occurred over that quite. Yeah. But now they want to make the king, like, pretty much the king of Middle Earth. And the king had said no at the moment. Grenadier went to Hellbrand Oh, sorry, they're in a regular, not. I made a mistake. To be fair, they even told. I don't know like, on the map where that is in Renaissance. I presume it gets destroyed. Sorry, the third age. Oh, that's important. So when a angel goes to the other side, they are made dead by the higher gods. But somehow, and we need to know how. But yeah, somehow Sauron, and probably others too, but Sauron, the main one, is able to break down those barriers somehow and like remembers itself. I can only imagine the other like Gandalf fight when almost I don't know if he can or if he's simply not bothered by what came before because he Gandalf isn't focused on the like here and now versus Sauron maybe more focused on the pain of the past maybe. So Rune is I'm not sure that's been talked about before in maybe it's another kind of island. That would be where they seem to want to sell on there, maybe over or teach them more, even more magic. Because these are guys quite powerful already. I don't think well, I know we don't find out in season two, hoping we go there to like what that actually means. I almost wonder, kind of, if Sauron always had to go to Rune, like, and they all do. I wonder if Rune is like where the gods actually make contact, verbal contact with the mortal realm. Therefore, when Sauron goes there, he's able to pick up all his memories, and the other wizards kind of are drawn to, but also they never go there because on they kind of focus more on the present, or is it the after this person? I also wonder if Rune is something to do with Morgoth in the sense that maybe Rune is like a backdoor to Valinor. When Valinor normally they go through Rune. I wonder if kind of gateway back path which obviously like the elves don't actually know another path. You see, I'm unsure what's in they can all transfer or if it's only that one who looks a little bit more evil compared to the other the one with like white weird eyes. Like wonder what's going there. I don't know if maybe she's the only one who can, the only one who maybe can wield it. Yeah, I'm a bit confused. I really thought being able to transform unique on, but it doesn't answer. I kind of thought a little bit that how it were generated by the staff. It looked a bit like for a second could only use magic if it was how staff. It doesn't. Being able to control fire, and I know Sauron can and Gandalf can all, but also that reminded me a bit of Balrog. Like I know, strictly speaking, they are all the same Maya, so all their power sets are give or take the same. However, Sauron's like top of it, that power scale. I've seen many videos how, in fact, I've seen many videos about how Sauron could easily defeat Balrog, which I think would be so interesting to see, but we haven't yet. Sort of wonderful. But the tricky one is the fact that he doesn't bother with the dragons, because dragons are like almost have too much of free will. Whereas a Balrog, like, I don't really get the power scale of God. Like, I get the fact that Sauron's top of the higher, like quite away. But I don't know where dragons fit within. I think Balrog could defeat, but any bigger dragons, I think Balrog, I think Sauron would kind of struggle a bit. I mean, the Griffin isn't, so he doesn't need to be concerned with. I wonder how it would go if. So they showed him what he is. So what is he? I presume he doesn't know. I assume he knows he's an angel now. Fire, sorry, retard. So if he knows that, doesn't say yet. But yeah, I think he might in a bit. There we go, name drop. So we not Sharon. Wait, he's a hat story. So and annoyingly again, Dylan's cut her off because she's about to say who he is. And then he says, basically go back to the shadows. Which who says that? Is it good answer? I think it is. Go back to the shadows from which you, or it might be kind of one of them. And I don't know what that means, who these people are. I wonder if they're other fallen angels. And also, he seems to know much more who he is now, which doesn't quite make sense. Because if he was able to make him remember, why send him to Boone? I suppose if he was sent to, maybe he'd be even more powerful. But yeah, sometimes he was able to break down the barrier, maybe break it down enough for him to remember why he was sent out, what he is, or something like that. And the fact that he says, I remember who I am, but basically I'm not very nice. I always wonder if he is someone we've not quite seen before. Maybe he is. If they don't go with, sorry, I know we did Scott, I name drop to that, but maybe he is some form of Sauron, like a the good Sauron. Thank you for watching. If you like what we've seen, don't forget to subscribe.